Hey everyone, welcome to the Chopper Fed channel. My name is Brett and I make motorcycle vlogs and motorcycle related material. You've seen these powerhouse channels and wonder, how can I get into the game? I'm here to show you a simplified and affordable route to setting up a motor vlogging helmet. Now, for the most simplistic of motor vlogs, you'll need three major pieces: helmet, camera, and microphone. Now the setup I'm doing here today is for solo vlogging only, as dual vlogs dramatically increase the price to set it up. Not to say you can't be done, but like I said, we're doing this on a budget. I strongly suggest looking into your local used markets to find some of the items that we're using here today. Let's start with the helmet. We have here a Biltwell Lane Splitter helmet that I found secondhand on the FXR Dyna Trader page. What I suggest doing first is taking off the visor and removing one of the inner cheek pads. There are a ton of microphones on the market to choose from. If you're using the GoPro Hero Black like we are using here today, you can utilize a premium microphone like the Sony ECM stereo mic. If you were to use this microphone on anything newer, you're going to get some intense popping and I do not recommend it. However, since we are doing this again on a budget, we are going to use a simple gaming headset microphone that I was informed of by Her Two Wheels. So these gaming microphones can be very hot or overly sensitive when recording audio. I suggest removing the film cover that covers these and replacing them with a dead cat cover. This should drastically reduce your wind noise, and for a helmet like the Lane Splitter, this is going to be key. We need to mount the microphone inside the helmet. I suggest using gaffer's tape or something similar. This headset, a small piece will do. You want to be cognizant of your mic position in relation to the incoming air. As you see on our helmet here, it has three non-closable vents that will let a ton of air flow through the front of the helmet. We'll want to mount our microphone on the side of this incoming air to maximize our audio. Once we have the microphone in place, we are simply going to reinstall the cheek pad. I kept the tail of the microphone in a spot that will allow me to run a cable to it easily. Now that the microphone is in place, it's time to start the camera. Depending on what camera you go with, you may need special adapters to make the microphone work. So for those of you using a GoPro 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, you'll need some sort of adapter or media mod to allow for a mic to be put into there easily. However, we're using a GoPro Hero 4, so we just need a cheap USB to 3.5mm cable. Now the Lane Splitter is open to interpretation as far as the mounting location. Some people mount it directly in front of the chin vents, but you lose some cooling air and covers up the good looks. The perk, however, is a perfectly centered camera shot. The other option is to mount it slightly off-centered, such as this. My opinion is to go over the front and then it's quick detach for when you're not riding. So here's the camera mounted to the helmet. The last thing we have to do is run the cord. Definitely make sure your attached wire is long enough, as the worst thing to happen is to have to start over. And that's it. You have a decent motovlog setup for under $200. Yeah, that's a big number for some, but remember, video and audio are crucial to motovlogger. Let's go take this for a spin. And yes, I will be using the GoPro Hero 4 to show it is adequate for an entry-level setup.
Alright guys, this is the initial test with the 4 and the audio setup with this helmet. So I'm hoping it works out. Let's get going and see what works. Alright, so again guys, I wanted to give you a real world preview of what you could expect with the GoPro 4. Now when you see some of the bigger channels, like I mentioned earlier, they've been around this game for a while. They're sponsored, they make a lot of money doing what they do. I don't I don't make any money off this. This cost me a lot of money. But I wanted to show you though, you don't have to have the big time equipment to be successful in this. I'm not calling myself a success by any stretch of the means. What I'm basically saying is this whole video up to this point in time, it really could have been done with your iPhone up until us, you know, doing this. I did shoot it with my GoPros, the whole, you know, putting everything together, but that's just because I had them. But in all honesty, the iPhone would have done just as well, probably even better, because it actually has some depth of field to it. But I don't want people to go out, spend a ton of money, and then not like what they're doing. Alright, that was a test for wind noise. That got us up to about 60 miles per hour. Again, there are things that you can do to help even deaden the wind noise a little bit more for this helmet. This helmet is really probably not the best for motovlogging. Again, I could be completely wrong when I go to edit this video. But with the front mounts always open and you can't close them, it's just, it lets in a ton of air. It feels good. It feels really good when you're riding, but for a motovlogger's perspective, it might not be the best. The reason I'm using this one is because I had it lying around. I feel like if you are going to do this, even if it's just for a couple months to try it out, go pick up a 4 or a 4 black. You can get them now that the 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all out. You can get these guys for literally $70. And a lot of the times they'll come with a ton of batteries and accessories and everything. Last year when I picked up this one, I paid $100 for it. So I'm assuming there's been even more depreciation on them since that point in time. So let's say you go ahead and try it out. You like it. Well then, this is what you could grow your channel into looking like. So now instead of the 4, we do have the 8, and we're running external audio as well. So you probably noticed a little bit of a change in the tonal quality of this. I'm not even using my stereo mic right now, and I feel like this is going to sound just about perfect. The point of this whole video is to get you into motovlogging as well. It doesn't take a lot, but it can end up costing a lot as well. I feel like my current setup that I normally use with the Shoei, you know, I probably got $1,200 plus invested into that setup. Again, the setup with the 4, maybe $200 total at most. So, you know, I hope you did enjoy the video here today. And if you have any questions on setting yours up, let me know. I've done the trial and error. I've been through the crap. So if you want to, you know, so if you're wanting to skip all that, just hit me up and I'll be glad to share some of my other secrets with you. With that being said, I'm going to go and cut it here. I will catch you on the next dark side, as this is the way. Sharp Fit, seeing you guys later.